Hello there, it's just me, your old buddy Grizzly Jim, and today we're going to take a quick look at doing a little field repair should your serving fail you while you're out in the woods or wherever you're shooting. Picture the scene, if you will. You're out in the woods with your buddies, you're having the time of your life, you're shooting around, it's fantastic, the weather's beautiful, it's perfect archery day. But you look down and you notice that your serving is starting to come unraveled from the bottom of your string. Now, like many of us, you're not very well prepared. You didn't follow the advice and take an extra string. You've only got the one you've got on you. You're shooting a different size to your buddies, so you can't just borrow one of their strings. What do? You've got to make a little field repair. Now, ultimately, this is just stemming the bleeding. This is just a quick little fix. You're going to need to completely reserve the string when you get home or replace the string or whatever you need to do. This is just a field repair. So we'll get you up and running again. But it's a simple little thing, but it can be a little bit fiddly, and if you don't know it, then you don't know it. So what you want to do is you want to get as much material as possible to work with. Now this one's already started coming undone. Now if it is from the bottom, obviously it also works from the top, but strings tend to unravel from the bottom for some reason. You are losing some of your serving from the bottom, so depending on how you shoot, if you shoot split finger, you've still got plenty of room, but if you're a 3-under person, you are losing a chunk of serving from the bottom, so that's something just to be aware of. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to work with the longest piece of serving you can. Obviously, the longer the serving you work with, the shorter the bottom part of your serving is going to be. If you're shooting Mediterranean or split finger, that's not going to be too much of an issue, but if you are shooting 3-under or you're string walking, you are going to significantly shorten the length of the bottom part of your serving. But like I said, this is just stemming the bleeding. This is just a quick little fix. So pull that piece of string towards you, go over the top and underneath with your loose bit of serving, and you want to give that a good 4, 5, 6 wraps around there like that. And then this is where it gets a bit fingers and thumbsy. You want to hold that piece of serving on there like that with your finger and thumb. Then so you've got this loop here that you can freely sort of swing around up and down. So what you want to do, you want to be wrapping this around. Now there is a right and a wrong way to do this. You know if you've got it right is if you wrap it around this way, it takes it from the back and adds it to the front, if that makes sense. So you're losing it from this end and you're gaining it on that end. So I'm wrapping it round. The little wraps that I've done on that side are slowly disappearing, and you just wrap it round till you've got a loop that can't go any further, and it's just a case of pulling that tag end there. Now you can use a pair of pliers or something if you can't get a good grip of it. I've just got some knocking point pliers here, and it's just a case of pulling that down and then giving that a little bit of a tug. You don't want to pull too tight, you don't want to put too much tension on it because you'll snap it and then you've got to start over again and lose a bit more. And that's just going to hold that in place, hopefully for the rest of your shooting adventure or whatever you're doing. Give that a little nip off. Get your lighter, ideally. Now do be careful, you don't want to get too much heat onto the string fibers because that can cause all sorts of problems. Make sure the flame is directed solely at the serving. Give that a bit of a blow, give it a roll. That is going to hold that in place certainly till you've finished shooting. Like I say, it's just a quick fix. It's not it's not by any means a complete serving guide. It's very similar to the process of serving a string, but it's just using what last little bit of serving you've got there just to tie it off and keep it from unraveling. So yeah, when you get home you can reserve it completely or swap the string out or whatever you've got to do. But I hope you found that useful. I hope it's shown up on camera right. It's very difficult to do these sort of things. I've zoomed in as close as I can, but yeah, so I hope you found that useful, and I hope it's come across okay. But anyway, you take care, shoot straight, and I'll see you on the internet. Bye bye.